Hi guys, I'm back with another video. I have made lots of new deals on computer hardware, picked up 4 graphics cards. I still have 4 boxes to unbox. The 5th box at the bottom will not be unboxed in this video, it will be unboxed in a later video with a couple more boxes I have coming. Should we have a look at what I brought? I bought this G-Cube X1950 Turbo, X Turbo. This is a very rare AGP card, extremely hard to find. Also bought a Sapphire HD 3870 with an interesting colour design, a GTX 260 untested, and a GTX 275 untested. There's lots more untested parts in these boxes, or faulty, or bits we need to look at. I also have on top of the bench the X58 rig that will be going in the thermal tape Mozart case, which is over here already, and that will be done in a later video too. I've also been working on this AGP board. It has been fully recapped and tested to BIOS, but there will be a video in the future testing this board fully and maybe building it into a fully working computer. I have also been working on my FirePro S10000 and have successfully flashed it to a HD 7990, and it seems to work fully. Shall we have a look and see what else I brought? In this tops box should be a untested GTX, 8800 GTX, I mean. $8800 GTX, first one in my collection, never bought one before, won it very, very cheap. It's also untested. In the second box should be a GTX 260, also untested. It was another cheap deal that I made. Here's the GTX 260 top. Kind of has an army design on it with a metal backplate on it. Anytime you see this card with a metal backplate, you know it's a GTX 260 top card. In this next box there should be a DFI LANParty untested. It's very well packaged. It's nice it has the original mounting bracket for the CPU socket for the cooler. Quite often these are missing. It's nice to have it. In this box is a DFI LANParty that's untested and also has signs of someone using liquid nitrogen on it. So it could be quite interesting to test. It is the socket 939 DFI LANParty. This is what I mean by someone has Allen-2'd it. It has Vaseline around the CPU socket, but overall the board is in pretty good condition from what I can see. There's no damage, marks or dings anywhere. The back of the motherboard is also very clean. In this next box should be an X58 motherboard, Acer Extreme Phase, and this board was sold to me faulty. Apparently all the RAM slots don't work except from 3 of them, but we'll be the judge of that when I get around to testing it. But this X58 board also means something to me because it helped me build this collection of graphics cards and graphics cards. It was one of the first boards that I got acquired when I first started collecting, and I tested every graphics card in my collection with this motherboard until this motherboard died, basically. So I wanted to replace it because it was an outstanding motherboard. This is the Asus Extreme Phase motherboard with faulty black RAM slots, but I don't think they're faulty. We'll wait until we test it to find out. This motherboard is also in very good condition. It also came with red Crucial Ballistic Tracer RAM that will flash when we turn it on, and an i7-950 CPU. Camera won't focus on it. Oh, and it still also has its I/O shield as well. So I will pause the camera and set up the bench ready for testing stuff. I think we should test this X58 motherboard first with faulty black RAM slots. Let's get it all hooked up, ready for testing. Also, we're going to use my new CPU cooler. If anyone knows who makes this CPU cooler, let me know. It's quite an interesting design with holes all over the side of it. Solid copper too. I think we'd also should use one of these untested graphics cards. Go with the 8800 GTX first. See if we can get lucky with this. Seem to have a red light on the power button. So you see if this works then. See what I mean by the flashing RAM? Seems to be flashing. Oh, it works. See if we can get into BIOS. Cool. That motherboard's working. Let's try the next graphics card for now. The 8800 GTX seems to work fine. At least at BIOS. Go with the GTX 260 top next. That also seems to work. Those crucial tracer RAM are very, very cool. I like the way they move and flash. those two are tested. They seem to be working to BIOS. No artifacts so far. Put this over here for now. Want to grab the next untested graphics card, which is this GTX 260 by Game Award. Seems to have a protector on it. Let's see if this one posts to BIOS with no artifacts. And it posts. Also no artifacts in the BIOS, which is good. Get on to the next untested graphics card. Let's grab the next untested graphics card. See what this one's doing. The GTX 275 by Game Award. Gain awardings, is it again? If this works, I shall also have two of these in my collection now, so that means we could do an SLI build with these. Also no artifacts in BIOS, which is nice. Let's grab another one. Let's put this H800 GTX back in for now. And let's test these RAM slots and see if they work. Because I don't believe these black RAM slots are faulty. So let's slip these RAM slicks out. Grab these 6 sticks of RAM I've already picked out for testing this board. That's all 6 RAM slots in now, or 6 RAM sticks, I mean. Should be 12 gigs in total. Let's see if these other RAM slots work. Memory light is on. Do we get a post? We do get a post. I missed it again, so I'll restart it. Let's see how much RAM is showing up. $12 gig of RAM, so it appears that all the RAM slots do work. So I was actually correct then. The RAM slots are not faulty. We obviously didn't test them right, which is good. Let's have a look at that 939 DFI LANParty next and see if it works. Let's have a look at this socket 939 DFI LANParty then and see if it works. I love the colours that DFI LANParty used to use back in the day. It's also UV reactive, so if we were to shine a UV light on it, it would glow in the dark. There we go, and we also need some DDR1 to test this motherboard. We've got some super talent over here. 1 gig stick. I'll stick 2 in it for good measure. Grab my new CPU cooler. Where's the CPU fan head? It doesn't, what's there? It doesn't matter really, as long as the fan spins. Also use this 8800 GT6 again. Seems to be quite reliable so far. Also grab my postcard. Flip the switches back on. We have a light on the board, which is a good sign. That should be the power button. Ooh. Hear a beep. It appears to be working. Let's go into PC health. Strip the keyboard. Oh, seems to be working nicely. How much RAM is it showing it's got? It's also not in that one. It must be in this one. Yeah, it's showing 2 gigs of RAM, which is good. Nice post screen. Let's also test this HD 3870 that I brought. But I did buy this one working and tested. So let's see if this actually works. Put it down there so I can show you guys properly. It's quite a nice card. Let's see if it works. Does seem to work, and no artifacts so far. So it seems I have got extremely lucky today with untested parts and tested parts. They seem to be having no problems so far. I also boot this to Windows because I do have a test hard drive behind the monitor. But I think I'll put that back on the tripod to do that. This GPU X1950 X Turbo will be tested properly in another video when I have time to sort it out. And also will be a gameplay video and maybe put it into a build. Well, let's test this to Windows then. Let's see if it works properly. Seeing as this board has had the Allen 2 treatment of overclocking, it could be damaged in other ways. Put some CPU paste on this and go to Windows with it. Let's see if this motherboard boots to Windows then. Make sure its settings are working. Could also test this HD 3870 as well. Seems to be in the first slot. Let's make sure this is not going to boot to floppy drive. It's not going to. So let's press F10 and go to Windows. These Crucial Ballistic RAM are quite nice actually. Very good condition. Got 3 of them. Don't have many DDR3 ones. Most of my ballistics are DDR2 ones. flashy ones. I do have a blue set as well, so we could match red and blue together in a build, which would be quite nice. Put them over there for now. So let's restart this and see if I can get it to Windows. Right, it appears to be booting to Windows now, which is good. Let's see what CPU this has in it then. Since it seems to be working now. So we have an Athlon 64 times 2, 3800 plus, which is a very nice CPU. It also seems to have, as it also has picked up HD 3850, which is nice. I could always test this and see if it works. Temperature's on, which is good. See what temperatures are like first before we do anything. Temperatures seem quite moderate, 38 degrees on the CPU. And what's the graphics card? 37 degrees. Pretty good. Let's see. Actually, no, we'll use 3D Mark instead. Suits this graphics card more. If you like my videos, also like and subscribe for more videos to come soon. There'll be lots more to come. Also, while we're waiting for 3D Mark to load up, I have also, if I unclip the camera out of the tripod, I also have done this wall with new unboxed stock. Well, with new unboxed stock so far. Need to add a lot more stuff to it. 3D Mark has now loaded up. Let's see if this graphics card wants to work properly and not crash or have any problems. Change this to the right resolution. Just on. Okay, and then run. So far it seems to be working quite nicely. I'm going to clip the camera from my tripod and have a look at the build. On the bench. Of course, you probably couldn't use this graphics card in the build with this motherboard because it covers the chipset fan and probably will make the chipset very, very hot. Which is nice, the graphics card seems to be fully working. So let's cancel this. So it seems I've been quite lucky today with untested parts or faulty motherboards. Like that X58 motherboard, that seems to, all the RAM slots seems to work. There will be a future video of testing that X58 motherboard and then putting it into a build. Let's shut this motherboard down. I will also give you a sneak peek of what's going to happen in the next video that I do. In the next video will be some white PC and silver motherboard. It's white and silver PCB motherboards. I picked up this Jetway. It's a Polaris 400, I think that's how you say it. And also in that box over there is an untested, another white motherboard, also by Jetway, but we'll look at that in the next video. Thanks, that's all from me today. See you in the next video.